Why do over 1 in 3 people fail at self-employed estate agency? Today I'm joined by Iain Cooper, who is part of the Keller Williams network out of their Bromley Market Centre. Iain, I'm not going to ask you what your attrition rate is, but anecdotal evidence suggests across the industry that it's around 1 in 3.
Yeah.
What are the main reasons why people fail? Talk to me. And fail is an awful word, but it's the best word I can come up with.
Not succeed.
Yes.
Look, there's a number of different factors that go into it. I see a lot of people that either come into it like a Duracell bunny, full of energy, full of excitement, and want to get going, but they then want to try and build a business the same way they were running an office on the high street. So sitting, looking at phones, trying to train their employees, their colleagues, and then sitting back. Lead generation has to be the number one thing that any agent comes into self-employed needs to put at least 80% of their time into, just to double down on everything. It's the lead generation, the follow-up, and the consistency of what somebody does. But it's hard work. And people come in and think it's glamorous, I'll lead generate, put a couple of houses on the market, I'll earn some money, then over the next year I'll be able to retire and move to Barbados. It's not there. People get tired very quick.
Can you normally spot them?
Yes, I think the majority of the time I would probably now, knowing what I know now and helping people either come into the business or helping them out as well sometimes. Some people have stuck in their ways going, no, I'm going to make this work. So it's not for you anymore. I can see it, you can see it, you just don't want to let go. Now you can turn away more people before they even get to that point to say, look, you're not ready for it. Purely because it's either their heart's not there, they think it's nice because they've fallen out with their boss and they want to change, or pure and simply they don't have the money to be able to support themselves for that amount of time.
And interesting you say money. How much money, how long should someone go have enough in their bank to actually...
Living expenses plus 10%, I'd probably say around 8 months. And I think an interesting thing I find a lot as well, I get a lot of people that are great at building lettings management books and doing a lot on lettings. They come into self-employed estate agency or business ownership, whatever you want to call it, and they stop doing lettings. They focus on sales because they think that's where the big money is. The businesses that I've run before, the highest earner out of those businesses has been lettings and the lettings books. Because if you can build it, that's your basic salary, if you can build it in the right way. Right, but people always look at where's the glamour and how do I find more properties to sell because that's when I'm going to get the big bucks, and it takes longer, a lot longer.
Why do you think not many self-employed models focus on lettings?
It's not as glamorous, is it? That's the only thing I can think of. Because
you never hardly see. I mean, I know the Charles David Cuss and the Baldock brothers. They talk about it. I've seen a few people mention EXP. I've seen a few people mention at Keller, but all of you are not very loud about it, are you?
Yeah. And to be fair, not even be fair, I should be doing more of it because that's my main.
Well, you're an ex-lettings director, aren't you?
My main background, yeah. And look, to have almost guaranteed money with support of somebody else doing all the legislation and everything. I think people get scared of falling foul of legislation. I don't want tenants phoning me at midnight, but that's where you have a management centre to look after it for you. It becomes a semi-passive income. But there's so much more you can do because tenants become your first-time buyers. Your first-time become your sellers become your investors, and it's just that natural cycle.
That requires playing the long game, and a lot of people don't have the patience to play the long game.
Yes, and I think that's almost how do I get the big bucks quick when I become a self-employed agent. But lettings it's a beautiful way to help you with cash flow starting your business, especially at the beginning.
So there's a number of reasons why people fail. Number one is their lack of business generation. You're telling me for the first 6 months it needs to be at least 80% of your time
and ongoing.
Okay, and ongoing. Yeah. Secondly, a lack of money, and you get a bit desperate and people start to take any old crap. And then finally is their lack of lettings, which again is not really going to kick in until months 12, 24, 36. But if you can get those, then that's a nice baseline income that you haven't got to roughly really worry about.
Yep.
Thank you for your time today, Ian.
Thank you.